Welcome everybody. Uh, Myself Kamal, and now we are going to begin the webinar on the basic inventory feature in Busy 12. So this is our second webinar. We have already covered the accounting features. Inventory feature, we have divided the webinar into two parts, basic and the advanced one. So today we are going to cover the basic part, and next Thursday we are going to do the advanced inventory features. So I would like to explain that we will begin with the decimal places, stock valuation method, tagging of sale, purchase, stock account, alternate unit, free quantity, item current price, default price, separate stock updation date, separate stock valuation method, sale, purchase, return in the same voucher, update price in master, multi go down inventory, bill summary narration, drug license number, validate sale, purchase, return, show last sale purchase transaction during voucher entry, packing detail, and calculation of sale price from the purchase price. So we'll come to the configuration part in Busy. This is the feature option and the inventory part. So here is the configuration of the inventory features. As you can see, the quantity decimal places on the top here, predefined is 2, but you can change it. Let me show you the impact. Let's say I'm doing any purchase transaction. I'm creating an item. The opening stock is in 2 decimal places. You can see it's in the 2 decimal places. The quantity here is again in the 2 decimal places. So the changes that I will be doing in the configuration will impact my inventory quantity. Let's say I want a decimal place of 4. Take an example. And now when I am doing any transaction, you can see now it's taking up to 4 decimal places, and whatever report I will be seeing on the basis of this configuration, that will also be impacting the same manner. Means my inventory report will also now highlight me 4 decimal places. So whatever configuration is required in the decimal places, you can come to the inventory quantity decimal places you can define, and if there is no decimal places you can keep it 0. So by default it's 2. Stock valuation method. So we have all the stock valuation method that is required for the post accounting in Busy. From the FIFO, first in first out, LIFO is the last in first out, last purchase, last quantity in, last sale. Self valuation means it will be defined item wise by the user. Weighted average and the average. So whatever is your stock valuation method, you can choose from the drop down list here in the stock valuation method. All the stock valuation method are available in the Busy, and whatever method you choose will be applicable for all the items. Means if you are having 10 items, this stock valuation method will be applied to each and every item. But there is a option, I am directly coming to that, separate stock valuation method for item. There are some items in which you want weighted average. There are some items in which you want self-evaluation price. So you can tick this option. Now when you come to the inventory, items, here new option will be highlighted, stock valuation method. So when you tick that option, you can define your stock valuation method item wise. Like you are having scrap, in that case you want to give a self evaluation price. You are doing a hardware business and a software business together in the same company. For the hardware business, you want to give the self evaluation price to few items. You can use this option and you can tag item wise whatever stock valuation method you want. And if you are using self evaluation price method, self evaluation price you have to define here item wise. So all these FIFO, LIFO and other stock valuation method are available in the BZ. You can configure as per your need. Next option that we are going to cover now is the stock account tagging and the sale purchase account tagging. If we come to the inventory part, top right you can see this tag sale purchase account with and tag stock account with. So whenever we are doing sale purchase, sale return and purchase return, it's obvious that there is involvement of purchase and sale account. In like if I am doing purchase, my purchase will be debited obviously, and I am doing sale, my sales will be credited. So where to define that sale purchase account which is going to be credited or debited, that is configurable in BZ. Means I can give it in the sale purchase type. Sale purchase type is the field that we select while doing the sale and purchase entry. This is my sale purchase type. So I can define here what is to be posted in the purchase account. I can define here, and similarly in case of sale I can define in the sale type. So this will be applicable for the whole transaction. Next option is there are multiple sales or purchase account involved. I can say it should be item wise. I'm having more than one item. I'm having item of different categories. I'm having some item of imported, some item not imported. So I am having items of different groups. Some are stationery, some are books. In that case, I want multiple sale purchase account tagged with the item or item group, and I want that to be highlighted separately in my balance sheet. So I can either choose item or item group. If I choose item, let me show you the master of the item. Now here item wise you can define, means each item you have to define the sale and purchase account. So it can be tagged with the item also. Next option we can see that it can be item group. If I say it should be item group, then it's not reflecting in the item anymore. Now if I see the item group, here I can define my sale account and my purchase account. So that can be configured item group wise also and item wise also. One more option is there, material center wise, last one, not the least one. You can tag your sale purchase account with your material center. If you are having multiple locations and you have created multiple material center in the BZ and you want your sale purchase account in the balance sheet should be on the basis of the location, and just give you an example, in that case you can tag it with the material center also. Now when we see the material center master, here the sale account and the purchase account you can define. So we have the configuration in what way we want our sale purchase account, with the sale purchase type, with the item group, or with the material center. So this is purely configurable in BZ. Now we come to the configuration of the stock account. This is the tagging of the stock account in Busy. So like sale purchase account, the concept is quite similar. You can tag your sale purchase stock account with the material center, with the item group, or with the tax category. Stock account is actually reflects your total closing stock that will be reflected in your P&L account. So you can have more than one stock account, or you can have a simple stock account. Whatever configuration is needed in your organization, you can map it in the BZ. When we say tag stock account with material center, now if you see the material center master, so stock account is here. So you can define the stock account here, which stock account you want to be reflected. And if you want multiple stock account, you can create that stock account in the BZ and give the group stock in hand. Here it is. You can have stock account branch 1, stock account branch 2, stock account branch 3, stock account location 1, location 2, location 3, stock account for the finished good, stock account for the semi-finished good. So any configuration you want, you just have to define the group stock in hand, and you have to tag it with the material center. So that stock will be in that particular stock account, the valuation, and that will be picked while the final accounts are prepared. So similarly, you can tag it with the item group or the tax category. So tax category is another master in BZ. So with this also, here we actually specify the VAT rate or the GST rate, the sale tax rate. The stock account can be tagged with the tax category also. So here we can define what is my stock account. Group should be stock in hand, then only it will be displayed in the drop down, else not. So next feature that we are going to cover is the alternate units. So as you know, in today's business world, when we see the stock or when we see the stock movement, it can be in the multiple units. We can take a simple example that we buy in boxes and we sell in boxes and pieces. There can be a fixed conversion or there cannot be a fixed conversion between the boxes and pieces. Another is we buy in dozen and we sell in pieces, and we buy in kg, we sell in packets. So any kind of combination of these units is possible in BZ. You have to enable the alternate unit, and here you can define the conversion factor decimal places. So this is the configuration. You can hide the alternate unit details in voucher. No window will be opened. Allow alternate quantity change in voucher and input conversion factor in voucher. So all this configuration you can use as per the requirement. This is our item. So let's say we buy in boxes, and we sell in pieces. There are 10 pieces per. This is the conversion factor. Conversion factor is the relation between the box and the pieces. It can be fixed, or if it's not fixed, we will not define it here. Let's do the purchase now. Let's say 10 boxes. It's automatically in the alternate unit. And even I can purchase in pieces. I can change here. So this is the configuration, how it works. We can use both the units here. Now sometime I sell in boxes, one boxes. Next time I am selling in pieces. Now when I see the stock reports here in the stock status, I have the option to see the report in the main unit, both unit, or the alternate unit. So I can go for the both units. Item A, 7 boxes and 70 pieces are remaining. I can press enter and I can see the item ledger here. So quantity in and out in boxes, quantity in and out in pieces, quantity balance pieces, quantity balance boxes. And even in the printout of the invoice, I can configure this, which unit actually I want for the printing. Here I can define that I want alternate unit also in the printing, even in the standard format. You don't need to customize your format for getting these alternate units, quantity and the unit and the conversion factor in the printout. You can get it in the standard format. This is the self configuration window. You can configure it yourself. The next option is the free quantity. Free quantity is very much significant in today's world. I am billing something, I am giving 10, but I am giving one more as free. So quantity will be out from my stock is 11, but prices are charged for 10 only. So that also we can configure in Busy. I'll show you how it actually works. You have to enable this option, enable free quantity in voucher. So this free quantity now will be applicable to all the inventory voucher. If you are purchasing anything, here you can say 10 plus 1, and you can see that I said 10 plus 1 means 11. Stock is out for 11. Stock is in case of purchase for 11, but prices are charged for 10. 10 multiplied by 10 is 100. Similarly, if I sell anything, I said 2 plus 1. If you see the printout, you can see this printout 2 plus 1. Although in the design format you can have the separate column, billed quantity, free quantity, total quantity. And there is a report there in the inventory summary. The report is for the item free quantity details. You can see the various options you are asked when you are seeing this report. To sale, purchase, or all vouchers, whatever combination you want to choose, you can choose here. Now again, you can filter this report on the material center, voucher series, date wise, want to see the values. Pick entries without free quantity also. Include sales return, yes or no. All these are configurable options, you can choose it. So there is an option that bill these 2, out of which 1 is free. So you can say yes, no to all these to see the effect here. And now the total bill is 5 and 1 is free. I said yes to this option, it brings 5 to me because total is 5. So you can use this option in business like FMCG, or where point of sale you have configured, where some schemes are given to the customer or to your retailers. If you are a distributor giving some schemes, so you can configure it using this free quantity option. Next option, we will see the carry pending material issue receipt to the next financial year. This is the option. By default it's ticked. So we have these transaction in the busy, material issue or receipt. If I am yet to receive something from the customer, I can add that in the opening information, in feature and option, material receivable, from which party, which item, how much is receivable, or returnable. You want to return something, you have taken it for, let's say, for job work or for sample, and you want to return it, you can put the opening information here. Rest you can do the transaction. Let's say material issue to the party, to be tracked with the party. This option will work when you will say to be tracked with the party. So I would like to highlight one more point here, that material issue receipt is actually purely inventory voucher, and it has nothing to do with the accounting. Nothing is posted in the accounts, only stock is out here, and by default it picks the current stock valuation price from the database, so nothing will go to the account ledger of the party. So it's a purely inventory voucher. Let's say I gave this to this party for job work, for doing some kind of modification, for polishing or anything, and you can save this. So the reports will be here. Item issuable, receivable. Receivable you want to see, issuable you want to see. You can see this report. You want to see item wise, party wise, you want to see. Here this much is, this quantity is to be received from this particular party, and there are all kind of combination reports, item wise, summary, party wise, one item, all party, or any kind of combination you want. Now when you change the financial year, this option will work. Means closing receivable will be your opening receivable. That's the meaning of that option. If you untick that, in the next year it will show you zero receivable. Now come to the reports again. Item receivable and issuable. Want to see party wise summary. Here it is. This party, this much is receivable. Again you can go to the configuration, you can go to the opening information, material receivable. This is the quantity that is bought from the previous financial year. So this is the option, how it actually works. It will take balance to the next financial year. Next option, we will see the pick item sizing information. You have to see this very carefully because we have to enable it at multiple places. So item sizing information, I am doing a practical example here. I will enable item description. Let's say, take an example, I am a seller of tiles. Tiles that are used for the construction, used in the houses, for flooring, and tiles comes in breadth, and it is having length also, characteristics. You want to pick item sizing information from which line to which line. My calculation, we go from 1 to 2. Now my item, let's say tiles, any tile. I have to define yes here. So you have to enable this in the feature and option. You have to configure in the voucher configuration. You have to come to the item master. Here you have to define. Now when you are doing any transaction, let's say tiles, the breadth is 10. I will put multiplication sign here. So the 200 is automatically highlighted here. The one more changes I would like to do here is I'll create a unit square feet. Now it will be more relevant. I'm selling 10 width, length is the 20, so 200 square feet automatically calculated from the busy. So you can define the dimension here, length and breadth. So square feet is automatically calculated. It's just an example. Any kind of calculation you want in the quantity on the basis of item description, multiple item description, not only two. So you can configure it and you can use it. Even you can get it in the printout also. Another option is in the inventory again, the separate stock updation date in dual voucher. It means when I am doing a dual voucher, dual means accounting plus inventory. So there is a date of each voucher. So when I'm doing any transaction, inventory plus accounting, I can distinguish the date actually after taking this option. Let me show you how it actually works. Let me remove the transaction so that concept is more clear to you. So this is our purchase transaction. Date is, let's say, 1st of April. Now stock updation date means previous date was of accounting posting. Inventory posting will be done from this date. I said 5th of April. So there are two dates involved. 1st of April is for accounting, 5th of April is for inventory posting. So let's do this transaction and we'll see the effect. I'm creating a party. So the transaction is done. Now come to the reporting part. Let's see the party ledger. On 1st of April, here was for 2013, the inventory is posted. Now if you see the inventory reports, so let's see the transaction again. Oh, I say 5th, I define 5th there. So we have to check it on 5th. So on 5th, you can see this 5th of April, or I say 1st and 1st, nothing is posted. So inventory posted is on 5th, accounting posted is on 1st. So if you are using this option, you can distinguish the posting in the accounting and inventory book separately on separate dates. Next option we will see is the sale purchase written in the same voucher. So how it actually works, I will show you. Allow sale written in the sale voucher, similarly purchase written in the purchase voucher. Suppose you sold something to somebody. Now suppose the client is coming to you again for buying something, but he is returning also something. Means you have sold something to somebody, but the customer is coming back to you and he want to buy something and return something that he purchased previously. So what you can do, you can add a sale voucher and a sale return to voucher, but the customer want a single printout. He want a single calculation. There should not be any confusion. So what you can do, suppose this was your old sale transaction. You sold 10 boxes, he bring back one. So, and he want to buy 2 more or other item. He want to buy other item. He again comes and he buy 2 more. He buys some more item. Let's say another item. But he is returning one item he purchased previously. So what you can do, you can put minus and 1 and you can define the pricing. So this is the significance. In the same bill you are doing the sale and the sale return. You are doing the sale return by putting the minus there, and you can save it and it will be highlighted in the printout also. You can see it's a single invoice given to the customer. That's what the customer actually want with the calculation. Don't want 2 invoice. So this option can be availed by the running counters like hardware or the grocery shop, where the people usually come for the sale return. Can be used in the departmental store also, chain of store also you can use this option. Next option is the update price in master. I will explain it to you. It's a very easy feature. Update price in master. If I tick this option, the impact will be either on the sale price or the purchase price. If I tick this, let's say in the sale price, update sale price, and I am doing any sales transaction, my item master price will be updated on the basis of that. Currently the item master, will see the pricing is 0 or it can be anything. I say I'm selling it on 200. So it will be highlighted here. You have to tick these 2 options. Now you can check the item master. Price is updated in the item master. So from the transaction, whenever you make changes in the sale purchase price, it will be posted in the item master. A query will be fired and the item master price will be updated on the basis of the transaction. So you can have multi go down inventory also in the BZ. By default it's picked, and if item level is involved, you can take this. Means item level means in a single item you can have, in a single invoice you can have multiple material center, and you can create material center here in the BZ. You can say that it's a branch 1, and when you are doing an inventory transaction, let's say you're doing a purchase, so here go down will be asked to you, which go down is to be affected, plus or minus on the basis of the voucher should be the stock updation. And you can have stock transfer here also in BZ, from which go down to which go down, which item you are transferring. Current balance is will be highlighted here. So you can have inter-branch transfer here also in the BZ. And whenever you are seeing an inventory report, you will be asked, you want to see one go down, all go down, or even you can see the report on the basis of material center grouping. If you have created group, you can see one material center, group of material center, all material center, or selected material center, one material center, all item, then which material center you want to see, you can select it from here. Now you can use the item wise option also. If the inventory movement is from multiple material center in a single voucher, you can use this option. And now when you are doing an inventory transaction, let's say, you can see the header part, material center is removed. Material center is not asked in the header part. When you select the item, at each item you will be asked and current stock will be shown from which material center you are doing the movement. Again it will be asked. And one more thing is that in the item material center you can define the default material center, so it will be picked automatically when you will be doing the transaction from this default material center. And even you can freeze it. Freeze it means it will be taken automatically, you will not be asked about this material center. Like you are a distributor of Coca-Cola, you are a distributor of Pepsi, you are doing independent purchase from Pepsi and Coca-Cola, but when you are selling to your retailers in a single invoice, you are selling to them the Pepsi also, the Coca-Cola also, but you don't want to post two vouchers in a single voucher, you want your two material center to be updated, then in that case you can create the material center of the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi, and you can create items accordingly. You can specify default material center, you can freeze it. Freeze means no window will be open. In the background that material center will be plus and minus. So multi go down inventory is possible in Busy, you can use it. So I'll show you the one more thing. This is the bill sundry in Busy. In bill sundry you can put overheads, and this narration is there. It's not highlighted, but you want to write something here, you can enable the bill sundry narration here. If you pick this option, small but very useful feature. If you enable this option, you can write anything on the narration. So any narration field is required, you can take it, you can get it in the printout also. So it's a small feature, you can use it as per the need. And drug license number is also there in the Busy. Drug license number you can enable here. Drug license number is for those who are in the medical products, they are dealing in the medicines, either they are manufacturer and they can be the distributor also. And similarly, if you are in the FMCG, in few cases you require drug license number. You are in the food product, you are a manufacturer food product, you need drug license number from the government. If you take this option, you can define your drug license number 1 and 2. There can be multiple drug license number allocated to your company. You can put it here, you will get it in the printout also in the design format. And if you take this option, in your sundry debtors and creditors, if they are having any drug license number 1 and drug license number 2, you can define it here also. So useful for the pharmacy and medical products and FMCG and food products. Next option is the validation of sale purchase return. It's a kind of checking automatically done by the Busy. So we will see this option, how it actually works. This is the validation of sale return with original sales. Similarly, purchase return can be validated with original purchase. Let's say you are selling something to somebody. This is our party. You can see we would like to continue. So all these options will be highlighted if you have configured it in the Busy. So I will just dismantle this one so that we can do it smoothly. Let's say item A sold 10 pieces at 10 pieces at 100 rupee. Now when the sales return come, so you can see the voucher number here was 1. This was our voucher, sale return comes, you will be asked against which voucher number the sale return is coming. You can see the list also of this party here. If you don't know, you can open from here also. So you can define your voucher number, amount and tax will be automatically calculated here. In that sale, it's highlighting in that particular sale how much was the sale amount, how much was the tax amount. And if you say wrong, if you select wrong item, and when you are saving, I like to show it again. You have to tick here validate sale return with original sale. You have to put a sale of item A. This was our sale return. So the checking will be of the item, of the quantity. Let's say you are getting 100 quantity now this time. So this option will come, invalid quantity of item A as per original sale quantity 10 boxes, serial number 1. So we sold 10 boxes in voucher number 1. Sale return cannot be of the 100 quantity or more than 10. So this we can select here. Again, if you are selecting a wrong item, invalid item, so this warning will be highlighted, because in this sale voucher number 1 this tile ABC was not sold, so warning is given by busy again. Next option can be, let's select the right item, right quantity, but wrong price. Warning again, invalid price of the item. So there will be 3 kind of checking. Item should be same in the sale return, quantity should be equal or less than the actual sale, and price should be equal or less than the actual sale. Any kind of discrepancy, busy will show you the warning here. So you can validate that sale return is okay as per the sale. So this can be, purchase can also be validated. The next option is the show last purchase transaction during voucher entry, applicable for sale as well as for purchase. How much you want to see, you can define here. Up to 99 you can say, by default let's say 5 you want to see. So let me duplicate some vouchers for this particular party. So that the concept is more clear to you. Let's put the sale transaction for some one more party. Now let's say we are doing a sales now. I will do it slow this time. To this party, this item, this window will be open. This window will show me the history of this party Kamal Yadav of this particular item. So this window will open on each and every item. This is item sensitive window. It open on each and every item. It will show you the history. Show you the history of this item sold lastly to this particular party. How much quantity, what is the list price, if you are given any discount, it will show you net price and the effective price. So discount will also be highlighted if you are using item by discount. And we have the buttons here. You want to see all parties transaction, you will see the other parties also highlighted here. From here you want to see the purchase transaction. If any purchase transaction is existing in the database, it will bring that also. And these two feature, purchase transaction highlighting, sale transaction highlighting, it will also bring the transaction from the last or the previous financial year, any previous financial year. It will bring the transaction. So it's not that the current financial will be highlighted, previous transaction will also be highlighted in this feature. So at the time of billing, you can know at what price you have sold this particular item to this party, at what price you have bought that item, so that you can check your margin. You can decide at what price you want to sell it, and you can cross check it that at what price you are selling it to other parties. So up to 99 transaction you can see it's configurable in the inventory how much you want to see. So another important feature is the packing detail. So packing detail is all about the packing of the goods that you are doing. Useful for the transporter also. Let's say, so after enabling feature and option, you have to come to the voucher configuration here and you have to enable the packing details. What kind of packing detail you want? Packing number, package number, private markup, packing mode. I will explain you each and everything how it actually works. By default I am clicking all these things. What is the weight here? Let's say kg. Let's say I'm doing a transaction to this party. I'm selling 10 boxes. Let's say 100 square feet tiles. So this window will be highlighted here. So this is the data entry of the packing detail. It's independent of the accounting and inventory items. Nothing will be posted in the inventory books, nothing will be posted in the accounting books. It's totally independent. It's useful for the printing purpose, means a separate packing details can be printed. Invoice will be printed obviously, but a separate packing detail. Let's say you are selling goods in 4 cartons, or let me keep it simple. We have only one item, let's say. So now one item you are selling in packages, 2 packages. Package number 1 is the 1 out of the 2. Any identification mark, identification is mark it put on the carton so that it's have a unique identity. You know the identification mark, transporter know the identification mark, and the person to whom you are actually selling the good, who will receive it by the transporter, he must know the identification mark, so that it's cross-checked that what you deliver is actually received by that person. And when you have multiple stocks at the transporter go down, he can actually identify your stock with the help of this identification mark. Let's say CL1 is your identification mark for this carton. Packing mode, box, what is the size, 3 by 4, description of the good, item A, anything you can write. Quantity, there are 6 quantity in this box. What are the unit here of that item? Box means item is in the small box and you are packing it, let's say you are packing in the carton. So it will be more relevant here. What is the weight of this? Let's say 12. Any estimated value, you can keep it blank also. If you don't want to disclose anything here, you can keep it blank also. 2 out of 2. CL1 is your identification mark. Carton, the size is 3 by 3 this time. Item A, 4 boxes in 1 carton. What is the weight here? You can define the weight, any estimated value you want to give, any remarks you want to give, you can save it. So packing detail can be taken into printout. I'll show you how it actually works. So you can add format. Let's say this is for the packing detail, and in the page setting you have the option whether you want invoice configuration or packing detail configuration. You can choose it whatever you want. So this is purely configurable how you want it. You can load the by default setting by Alt D. So I'm just showing you an sample, although it can be designed as per the need of the customer. Just in sample I'm showing to you. So now, apart from the invoice, you can have the printout of the packing detail. You can see the preview. So body part also need to be configured. So I will configure it again. Body part. Here it is. Now you will see the printout. So by default format is loaded by me, by Alt D. So you can see this packing detail separately taken printout independent of the invoice. So the data captured here is from the packing detail window. So this you can give along with your invoice to your transporter. You can mail it you can send it through courier to your buyer. So it's very easy. You don't have to do the manual working. You don't have to put it manually. And it's easy to keep the record when it's computerized. So this is quite useful option. Very useful for the transporter actually. Last option we are going to do now is the calculation of sale price on the basis of purchase price. Calculate item sale price from purchase price, you have to check it. Now we'll create a new master. Let's say pen. It's just about keeping margin on your purchase price so that you know what should be your sale price. You want it at item level? Yes, these are the advanced features. We'll do it in the next webinar. So how you want? Let's say absolute amount, keep it simple. 10 rupee to be added in my purchase price and sale price should be defined. Now when you purchase this item, I'm doing purchase for pen 100 pieces at the rate of 100. Now if you see the master here, 110 is automatically added in the master. So 10 rupee is added. You can add percentage also. Let's say 10% is the addition. Now you are doing purchase again. So it can be absolute amount, it can be purchase. Pen, let's say 200. So the price should be updated as 220. 200 plus. You can see it's 220. So on the basis of purchase price, actually you can highlight your sale price. Another is the add percentage inclusive. So this is the another feature, means I'll give you an example. This one means if my sale price is 100, my purchase price will be, my purchase price is 100, my sale price will be 110. I will repeat. This option means if my purchase price is 100, my sale price will be 110. This option means 10% inclusive, means if my sale price is 100, my purchase price will be 90. So this is the simple calculation. You can have the direct variation and calculate the price again. So there's a difference. I repeat once again. Add percentage means 10% means if my purchase price is 100, 10% will be added, my sale price will be 110. Add percentage inclusive means if my sale price is 100, my purchase price will be 90. So there is a difference in these two. You can have round off also. Round off always upper, lower, automatic or none. Automatic, then nearest to 1 rupee, 5 rupee, 2. Then you can define here the how you want your round off to be. Can be 10 rupee, can be 1 rupee. So now let's do the purchase again. Now if you see the master, it's 333 on the basis of add percentage inclusive. So you can check it calculation, whatever I have just shown you, that if 100 it should be 90, then what in case of 300, it will bring the calculation to 333. So like this you can update the master sale price from the transaction purchase price, and this is the criteria here you can define. So we have covered the features, whatever we have highlighted, whatever we have emailed you in this webinar, and we will be having the regular webinar now on the inventory accounting features, enterprise feature, SQL, where we'll have the webinar, and new product releases also, like the Busy 13 is going to arrive soon. So we'll have the series of webinar for Busy 13 also. So I want all of you to attend each and every webinar. Circulate this to your staff, circulate this to your non-person who are in business, they want to manage their business. Circulate this webinar to your, you can say, customer, those who are your customer, to whom you have implemented the Busy. Circulate this webinar to them, and they can learn it online. It will be beneficial for them. And today's webinar we are ending now, and I hope it was again educational for you. And any doubts you can write it to support@busy.in, support@busy.in. You can connect us on Skype, busy.support, busy.support, busy.support. You can chat us on Yahoo, busy online help. I repeat, busy, busy online help @yahoo.co.in. And you can call also on our customer support number. 91 is the country code, 11 is the code for the Delhi. Number are 2737 2704 and 05. So thank you all of you for attending this webinar on the basic inventory feature, and I will be signing out right now. Okay, bye everybody.